Howdy there, how you going? It's Mark Whiteley here and welcome to another video where I'm going to cover another question that I got just the other day about spy apps. Now, which spy app should I actually go ahead and purchase? Which monitoring app? You wanted to monitor your actual children, or you wanted to find out what's going on behind your back, or you're an employee and you want to track your employees. There's all sorts of different reasons why you'd need a spy app, but yeah, which one do you get? Because there are so many in the marketplace right now, and which one do you trust, which is good, which is bad? Okay, so I've personally used around about 4 and I've stuck with one of them. I'm going to show you all the different popular ones and how I would actually break down which one you might think is best for you and which one I recommend as well. So let's go and check it out. Okay, so first off, what's the most common reasons to actually use a spy app? Because that sort of determines what sort of one you would actually be needing. So there's a couple of different reasons. One of them is to catch someone that you actually suspect who is deceiving you behind your back, right? So you're going to need particular features to be able to do that, and it's something you probably won't need to use for a long period of time, right? So it's something you may only need once off. The other one is there you can go ahead and monitor your children. That's what I do. For obviously there's safety online and offline as well, because it has GPS trackers and all sorts of cool things these things have. So that's another reason why you might need one. And another one is a very common one these days, is to actually monitor your employees. Okay, if you're a business company and you've got lots of employees out there with company cars and company phones and all that sort of stuff, you want to know what they're doing with those phones, where they are. You can track them, you can check what sort of data they're using and all that sort of stuff as well. So that's another very common reason why people need to use a monitoring app. Now, the top 3 things to really look for and consider when selecting an actual monitoring app for you to get. One of them is the spy app features and compatibility. You want to make sure it's going to be compatible with the devices that you are planning on using it with, right? Also, you want to see how many licenses do you get for the price, how many phones can you put it on, and you want to see that it has the particular features that you require, and they're like its core main features, right? You don't want to get all the fancy stuff that don't work. Also, the other thing is pricing. You've got to have a look at and consider, do you want to pay a one-time cost or ongoing? Now, if it's both of them, there are a couple of different ones out there that have two different options there. I personally use one that has a one-time cost. I have used some ongoing ones. Used them for a while, they're very good, but the costs are very high, so I went with the one-time expenses, and majority of those are duds, but there are a couple that stand out to be very good, which is the one I use now. Now, the length of time, right? The length of time that the app or the company, the website has actually been online and on the market and actually available, because it's brand new. I guarantee with a technology like this, there'll be glitches, there'll be issues, there'll things they'll need to iron out. There's always going to be problems. But if the company's been around for 5-6+ years, by now you would imagine they've got their act together. They've got all the problems sorted out, they've got good support, they've got a good structure set up, and the app would be well and truly something that works really well, right? Another thing to consider over all this is, do you want it to be detectable? Are these young children that you're going to be monitoring, or people that you don't want to know that you're monitoring as well? So you want to check if they're undetectable apps, because some of them are and some of them are not. Knowing all that, let me just go show you the top 4 ones on the marketplace at the moment, and I'll sort of go over the features of those real quickly, and then another quick little tip, right? Real cool method to find out how long they've been around for, right? And that will give you another idea of which one's the best to go for. And finally, I'm going to recommend the one that I personally use. And if you are not subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead, subscribe. Do that right now. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you get notified of my next video as well. Go ahead and do that, and let's go ahead and have a look at these apps. Okay, the first one I want to discuss, it's pouring down rain here, I don't know if you can hear that, but the first one I want to discuss, right, is called HoverWatch. Now, don't be deceived, and this is a little bit of an annoying thing. It makes me feel that this company might be a little bit untrustworthy to start off with. They don't realize the market that we're in. They need to be a little bit more upfront, because even though it says free phone tracker, it's not 100% free. Pretty much nothing works. I'll show you the actual pricing, because right here they have a pricing, okay? And as you scroll down, the truth is revealed. You can create an account with them, right? That's pretty much all that you can do there. You can download it, put it on your phone, but you can't use anything. But when you do go ahead and use it, you can use cell phone tracker, records, SMS, call history, audio, camera locations, WhatsApp, Facebook, Snapchat, Skype, the whole lot, right? It does quite a lot of things. Pretty cool, right? but it's a little deceiving in that sense. Okay, so the sign up, you go and prepare your devices, and then you start watching what's going on. This is where you get caught up because you've got to get your licenses, right? So it's pretty cool. It does quite a lot of things, but I'll come down here to, but the only thing is I haven't used this one personally, so I can't give you my personal experience with it, but it sounds pretty cool. But when I went ahead and downloaded it because I thought it was free, it's not free, right? So that's the difference. Here's the actual pricing. Now this is where it gets a little tricky. Personal one device is $24.95 per month. So this is a monthly costing one, right? So it's going to cost you every month. 3 months, 12, it's $100 for 12 months. That's pretty cool. That's just one device. So another 12 months, you'd need another one. Now 5 devices, if you're getting into a company sort of thing, you're talking $150, $300 and so on, right? So it can get pretty expensive. The reoccurring monthly ones can be a little bit of a deep hole, as long as you only use it for a period of time and then get rid of it if you don't need it. Alright, so that's pretty much what HoverWatch is. It's not too bad. Another one extremely popular, it has been around for a long time, is called MSpot. And I have used this one, but it was a little expensive for me to maintain it for what I needed to do, was just to monitor my children, and I need to monitor a few of them. So I had to get multiple licenses, which cost again and again and again. So even though it does do all it's got all the features, right? So WhatsApp, Snapchat, Facebook Messenger, Instagram, call logs, SMS, location tracking, which is GPS, keylogger, photos, videos, and internet usage, right? So they got it all there. Good support, not too bad on the support as well. But the pricing is kind of what caught me out, right? See, they don't even give you the pricing. Let me just find out what the pricing is for you, because that's, see what I mean? Like it's a bit rude. So MSpy pricing, because it's like $50 a month or more. So I'll quickly grab this for you because it's important information, and they've probably changed their pricing. So this is pretty recent. Okay, so the basic package is $29 a month. 3 months is $59. 12 months is $99. Right? So it's pretty much the same as it was for me. It was only like $20 or $30 a month, but I've got 4 children, only 3 of them at the time I needed to monitor. So it's a little expensive, right? $60, $70 a month. So that's MSpot, great stuff. Has lots of the features you'll probably use. It doesn't matter what your scenario is, right? So the other one we've got to look at here is called Phonespector. I have not seen this one before. I have not used this particular one. It is pretty new on the marketplace from what I can gather. It does mainly pretty much everything all the others do, right? So it's same as all of them. There's not much information here. They don't even have features section. It's pretty bare bones. Pretty bare bones. And when you go to buy now, I believe it's a monthly cost. So let's just go. It monitors both Android and iPhone. So look, $30 a month or $60 a month, right? And you need this one if you want to get everything, because look, this one comes with nothing. So you really need to be. They're forcing you to pay $70 a month, right? So it's a bit steep. The other one here, this is the one that I personally use, right? This is the one that I recommend. Now this one is actually a one-time payment only. The only one out of all of them, out of this top 4 at the moment, that are a one-time cost. So it's only $69.99 and that's it, you get it, right? You can get additional support and all that sort of stuff with it as well, and backups and everything as well, but generally speaking, no monthly fees, no hidden costs, it's just $70, right? Highster Mobile does everything: call logs, SMS, GPS, email, browser history, photos, video logs, WhatsApp, contact details. I mean, it goes on and on and on, and you'll be able to check it out when you have a look at it, right? So stealth camera, which is really cool, I like that one. And GPS is my favorite one, just to see where the kids are when they're getting on their buses. So this is really cool. It's got some great testimonials. I have been using this one for many a year now, right? They've been around for quite a while. I've been using for many years. I've got 4 children. I've got one of them that's 21. I used it through her teens, and I've got a 16-year-old, and I've got a 10 and a 9-year-old. So I just monitor what they're doing online, watching all them fancy YouTube videos. The other ones I sort of monitor what they're doing in their social life and with their SMSs and text messages and stuff like that, and who they're calling at midnight and whatnot, right? So Highster Mobile, fantastic. That's the one I recommend. Now, how do you know? Here's the trick I'm going to give you, right? How do you know how long these guys have been around, right? There's one particular website that I find is really cool, and that's called the Wayback Machine. So let me just go here. What I did was I just did a search of all of them, and the Wayback Machine shows you an internet archive of when this website was first noticed by Google or any of the search engines online, right? And then Wayback store an archive of that, so they can display what the website used to look like, and you can sort of dig into them, what they used to be and how they've changed, right? So you can see here, these guys kicked off at around 2014, HoverWatch. The other one that I looked at was called Phonespector. Okay, Phonespector as well. That's exceptionally new. That's the one I showed you that looked pretty terrible. That was in 2018, right? It's only a year old, so that's probably why it is terrible. Then you got MSpot, right? Very, very, very popular website. They've made many a change to their website as well, but it is a pretty tight-knit company. Very, very good. Been around since about 2011, and they're very, very good. Very good software, but very expensive. The other one, like I said, the one that I recommend and I use, they kicked off also in 2011, so they've been around for a long, long time. Same as MSpot, and you'll find that those two are the top ones in the entire industry, if you could call it that, because they've got it together, right? They had the glitches, they had the problems, and then they've pretty much packaged their stuff up, and it works, right? It works great, and you know, it's compatible with pretty much every phone, every iOS, every iPhone, every Android, all of it. Okay, so same with MSpot, I believe, but Highster Mobile is only a one-time payment and exceptionally cheap. Radio, pretty cool. So there's a little bit of a rundown, right? And my personal opinion is go for Highster Mobile, right? It's going to cover your circumstance no matter what it is, based off those three that I covered earlier. Okay. Now, don't forget. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button right now, do it right now, because this way you're going to be ready for tomorrow's video. I've got another cool video where I'm going to dig a lot deeper into a couple of these apps. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification, the bell icon, and that way you'll be notified of tomorrow's video and any other video that I've got coming up. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.